Hello, everyone. I am Laura Nelkin. I am a knitwear designer. I live in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. And this is a remake of a video I made years ago for a bracelet of mine, Fetish. And as I am looking back at older videos and we have higher quality equipment and I'm a little better at what I do, I realized I really wanted to reshoot how to do the cast on for Fetish and how to work with the beads. Fetish is a super easy piece of jewelry to knit. I would say what's challenging about Fetish is it's small yarn and small needles. So if you've never worked with size 1 needles and lace weight yarn, this could be a great project to try that with. But I think that's the most challenging thing about it. So in this video, I'm just going to go over how to do the cast on and how to work with the beads. I am going to assume that you have a kit to knit Fetish, or you have bought the pattern to make Fetish. I will give you links to all of that below. So let's jump right in. The focal point of Fetish is this really fun hammered ring. At the end of this video, I'll show you how I get this fun crisscross. You'll see when we look at a Fetish right here more closely that stitches are wrapped around each side of the ring and then build out into long strands. This means that you can wear Fetish as a bracelet or you can wear it as a necklace. The way that you get the yarn around the ring is with a crochet hook, and I want to show you how to do that. Okay, you'll see in your pattern that before you go to work the crochet cast on around the ring, you're going to want to pre-string beads onto your yarn. I do have a separate video for pre-stringing beads, so if you've never done that before, I'll give you a link below to follow that. And once you get your beads onto your yarn, then it is time to do the cast on. If you forget to get those beads on before you do the cast on, you're going to be hating yourself because you'll do the cast on and you'll need to rip it back out to get those beads back on. So the first thing that you want to do is make a slip knot, and then take that slip knot and put it onto your crochet hook. And then I'm going to hold the crochet hook with the ring, the right side, the hammer side of the ring facing me. And I'm going to have that slip knot right there on the crochet hook. And now I'm going to reach down into the ring and grab the yarn. And then I'm going to make a yarn over the hook and pull that yarn over through both of the loops on the hook. And now I'm going to do that 4 times more. So I've done it 5 times total. There is the second time. There is the third time. There is the 4th time. And there is the 5th time. Now when you've got 5 chains on your ring, you are going to turn your work so the wrong side of your ring is facing you. And you'll see I just kind of pinched underneath that loop so I didn't lose it while I go grab my needle and put that on. One thing I didn't say to you is I am using yarn that is a little bit bigger than what I use in the kit because it's just easier to show you the techniques with the bigger yarn. And now I'm going to go in and I am going to pick up and knit underneath each of these chains, going across the ring so that I end up with 6 stitches on my needle. This can be a little tight. You might stop breathing, but you'll get it. I find I do that when I'm doing techniques that are hard sometimes. I'll stop breathing for a sec and that will kind of help me. So there we go. I've got 6 stitches on my needle. You want that to be tight so that it looks great. And now you're going to go ahead and work the setup rows. Okay, here I am. I've worked the setup rows and now it is time to work the beaded pattern. I'm so excited to show you how easy it is to work this beaded pattern. So what you're going to do is knit 2 stitches and then bring your yarn to the front of your work, go down your yarn, grab a bead, slide it up, slip 2 stitches, and then bring your yarn to the back of your work and knit 2. And then you've got that bead sitting right in front of those stitches, the center 2 stitches on your strand. And now you are going to work a wrong side row, which is a knit 1, purl 4, knit 1, and then you are going to turn your work and knit 2, bring your yarn to the front of your work. I just want to show you how easy this beading is one more time. Slide that bead up so that it's touching the right hand needle, slip the next 2 stitches purlwise, bring your yarn to the back of your work and knit 2. You'll see when you look at a bracelet, I'm just showing you the one that's on my wrist right now, that you have rows where you have just 1 bead slid up, and you have rows where you have 2 beads slid up, and then you have rows where you have 3 beads slid up. That is all written out into the pattern for you. So you'll follow the pattern as written, but now you know how to do the technique. Sometimes I think videos are so great because if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a video is worth like, I don't even know, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, a lot of words. The other thing I want to show you is how to get this crisscross, because that is how I wear my fetish a lot, and it is very easy to do. So the first thing that you'll do is just kind of put the fetish over your wrist and bring 1 strand up and over and go, let's see if I can get this right, go over the ring and then under the ring on one side, and then come around on the other side with your other strand and go over the ring and then under the ring with that strand. And then there's a kind of a moment where you get it all nice and neat, and then you can just turn it over and clasp it in the back. There you go. I always kind of hold it against my body for that last step of clasping it. And that is how you get your fetish on with that fun crisscross. You can also not crisscross it and have a strand go on each side of your wrist, or you can wear it as a necklace, as I said earlier. I actually saw one person, it's really easy to make them longer if you have a different size wrist. You can make one longer and then use it for your reading glasses if you need something to hang your reading glasses from. So that is another use as well. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, ask any questions that you have below. I am always happy to help you knit. Thank you very much.